The concept of the multiverse is one that has fascinated scientists and science fiction fans for decades. It's a theory that suggests there are multiple universes, each with its own unique set of physical laws and constants, all existing parallel to our own. While the idea of the multiverse is still largely theoretical, there are many scientists who believe it could be the key to unlocking some of the greatest mysteries of the universe. In this essay, we will explore the concept of the multiverse in more detail, including its history, the evidence that supports it, and the implications it could have for our understanding of the universe. History of the multiverse theory. The idea of the multiverse dates back to the early 20th century, when the concept of the universe as we know it today was still being developed. In 1915, Albert Einstein published his theory of general relativity, which described gravity as a curvature of space-time caused by the presence of matter and energy. This theory was revolutionary in its day, and it led to a greater understanding of the universe as a whole. One of the implications of general relativity was that the universe could not be static, as was previously believed. Instead, it had to be either expanding or contracting. In 1929, astronomer Edwin Hubble discovered that the universe was indeed expanding, which was evidence in support of Einstein's theory. As scientists continued to study the universe, they began to uncover more and more evidence that suggested it was not the only one. In the 1950s, physicist Hugh Everett III developed the idea of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which suggested that there were many possible outcomes for any given event, and that each of these outcomes could exist in a separate universe. Around the same time, physicists began to study the idea of cosmic inflation, which suggested that the universe underwent a period of exponential expansion shortly after the Big Bang. This theory helped to explain why the universe appears to be so uniform, with matter distributed relatively evenly throughout space. As physicists continued to explore these ideas, they began to develop a more complete picture of the universe and the possibilities that lay beyond it. Evidence for the multiverse. While the concept of the multiverse is still largely theoretical, there is some evidence that supports it. One of the key pieces of evidence is the idea of cosmic inflation, which we discussed earlier. According to this theory, the universe underwent a period of exponential expansion shortly after the Big Bang. This expansion would have caused different regions of the universe to expand at different rates, creating pockets of space that would be isolated from each other. Another piece of evidence comes from observations of the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is the leftover radiation from the Big Bang. This radiation is relatively uniform across the universe, but there are tiny variations that can be detected. These variations could be evidence of the existence of other universes, as they suggest that the universe underwent a period of inflation that would have created different regions of space. Some scientists have also suggested that the concept of dark matter could be evidence of the multiverse. Dark matter is a type of matter that does not emit, absorb, or reflect light, and its presence can only be detected through its gravitational effects. While we know that dark matter exists, we still don't know what it is made of. Some scientists have suggested that dark matter could be composed of particles that are only affected by gravity in our universe, but that interact with other universes in different ways. Finally, there is the idea of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which we mentioned earlier.